Hello, welcome back to the channel. There was construction going on outside earlier, and I've tried to film this video like 3 times, but I just wanted to check in. I wanted to do a little bestie chats with like little to no editing, just to kind of say hi, get some thoughts out there. It's Monday when I'm filming this and gonna be not really editing, just kind of posting it. And I've just been really busy. We've been really overwhelmed, been really sad, feeling all the feelings. And yeah, I just wanted to check in because I know that a lot of my audience is from the US, and even if you're not, these election results are unfortunately going to impact the entire world because the US is a global superpower or whatever. I can hear the freaking construction starting back up. I'm sorry, it's gonna be what it is. Anyways, I just wanted to really impress the fact upon you all that it's so important to be in community right now. Like, it's so important to make sure that you have a group of people and a support system that is conducive to your health and safety. It's really important to make sure that you have people that support you in your life. It's really important to make sure that you have a community of people around you that can help you meet your basic needs. If that's a buy nothing group, if that's a group of friends, if that's your family, if that's your found family, your chosen family, do whatever you need to do to really stay safe at this time. And another thing that I wanted to say was that a lot of companies are going to be really prying into people's scarcity mindset right now. And I just really want to make sure that we are being really intentional about not falling prey to that every time that we see it. Like, I know that there's going to be a lot of like, buy this, buy that, make sure you stock up, make sure you hoard this, make sure you whatever. We just need to take a deep breath and remember that, like, yes, it's good to have an emergency stash of some water, some food, some basic first aid supplies, like other things along those lines, like to a reasonable extent. But hoarding things is not going to get you anywhere. Spending $200 on a bidet that you're never going to use is not going to get you anywhere. Like, stocking up on things that you're not going to actually use or things that you don't need is not going to do anything except drain your bank account. So we just need to be really careful about scarcity mindset right now, I think, is what I want to say for sure. And then again, reaching out for community. If you don't have a community nearby, I would highly suggest looking for online resources near you. We have the Discord that I always have in the description of every single one of my videos, where we've been doing a lot of talking on there about, you know, our feelings, our thoughts, and sharing a lot of resources. I think that's something that's really important to do right now. You know, talking with the people that we love and the people that we don't about, you know, how to move forward, how to care for our community, how to care for the people in our lives and in the US right now, you know, and everywhere else, obviously. But I'm speaking mainly to my audience, which is people that have an internet connection in the United States. That is most of my audience. So we're already more privileged than most people that exist out there. You know what I mean? So really making sure that we're looking out for each other, looking out for the little guys in the world as well. I don't know. I don't really know exactly what the point of this video is. I just have a lot of thoughts and feelings, and I just wanted to check in. and make sure that we were all okay. I want this channel to be a safe space for people to, do things that are good for them and make their lives better. That's why I started the No Buy in the first place, for myself, but also to see if other people would join in and we could work together to do something that was really good for us, like really taking control of our lives and our finances. And in that way, it's making our life better and more, easeful, I guess, like adding more ease into our life and more intentionality. And I think now more than ever, it's really the time to get in contact with community and making sure that we are really looking out for each other, because I can probably speak broadly for most people that are watching, anyone from any country. Your government is not looking out for you. They can say that they are, they're lying, in my personal opinion and experience. We need to look out for each other. Us, like we the people, not to be American, about it, but we the people, we need to look out for each other. And yeah, the government's not going to do it for you. You're going to have to fight for your rights, for your freedoms, for your community, for your safety. And I know it's really freaking exhausting to do that all the time and be constantly in a state of flux, in a state of back and forth, in a state of, am I safe today? Am I going to be safe tomorrow? Sort of thing. But unfortunately, in this society, in this world, in this day and age, financial stability is something that is so important. Obviously, climate change is the most important thing in the entire world right now, because doesn't matter how much money is in your bank account, if your house gets hit by a tsunami, you know what I mean? I guess you can rebuild or whatever, but that's like a whole other conversation. All the stuff about climate change. Don't even want to get into it. You guys know. It's really important to do what you gotta do. Make sure we're not falling prey to marketing schemes and things that aren't gonna benefit our life, I don't know. There's a lot going on. It feels weird to be like closing on sponsorship deals for myself for next year and like trying to plan what my year is going to look like when I just have no idea what this orange man is going to do once he gets into office. And that's really terrifying. And I, as a person that is white, cis, female, lives in New York City, there's like, not really, if I'm being completely honest, probably very little is going to change about my day-to-day life. But that doesn't mean that I am not worried sick about how it's going to affect other people's lives. You know what I mean? And I think that's where this comes in. That's where our community comes in. We need to be there for each other. We need to be sharing resources for reproductive health, mutual aid, just stuff like that. That's what I want. That's really just what I want. We've been talking a lot about it in the Discord community. I forget if I brought that up already. If you need community, if you need to talk to people, go there. We are having a lot of conversations, sharing a lot of resources, venting out our feelings, thoughts, and talking about no buy and low buy and doing things intentionally and using up what we have, repairing things that we already own. Just like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about like, what are my plans for next year? And like, obviously I'll be kind of starting my booktube channel more in earnest and, doing things. I'm already signing a couple of sponsorship deals for next year of things and like services and goods and all that stuff. Kind of weirdly getting myself into a lot of busy times ahead in the YouTube channel space. But I think the reason why I started this channel was to document my life and how living a more intentional life is just really the path to a more happy and fulfilled life. And I feel like we have found such a lovely community in that fact and in that, you know, devotion towards that thing, that bigger goal that we all have together. And I just find that really, really wonderful. I cannot say how appreciative I am of all of you all the time for your support. And my dad is like blowing up my phone because we're leaving for New Zealand in like 2 days. Okay. There's so much going on right now. There's so much going on. Like, whatever, it's fine. We will get through it together, you know, like crazy things are happening all the time. I just really want us to all be okay. I really, really want us to have a good plan for next year on how to keep our mental health good and taking care of ourselves and the people around us in sustainable ways, and really just making sure that everyone's taken care of, you know? So I guess that's all I have to say. This was kind of just like a random babble of thoughts and feelings. I didn't have the time or the energy to film or edit a different video to go up today, if I'm being completely honest. And I feel like it would be in incredibly poor taste and completely out of line with my personal values and thoughts to just skim over the fact that this is happening, because it is so deeply and intrinsically tied with, you know, who I am as a person, and also just anti-consumerism in general, because it's really important right now more than ever to know who you're buying from. And obviously the whole buzz phrase of there's no ethical consumption under capitalism is true. However, we are all just trying our best out here, as I always say. So like really doing what you can to, you know, reduce harm and all that stuff with whatever means you have is really important. So I think I might have gotten some kind of a point across in the span of the last 13-ish minutes that I've been talking. And there's so much noise going on outside, as always, in New York City. There's no words that I'm going to be able to say that will make it feel satisfying to post this video, because I don't have words. I just want to give you all a big hug. I hate everything right now. It's awful. I'm not having a good time. I'm very sad. I'm very upset, and I'm very scared. And I think having community, having hope, sharing resources, you know, doing all that stuff is going to make us feel better. It's going to make us feel more hopeful. It's going to make us all feel more connected. It's going to restore our faith in humankind, potentially, at least just for the small group of people that we're interacting with. But again, if you need community, go to the Discord. I'll be on and off for the next 2 weeks because I'll be in New Zealand. And I'm just really giving you all a big hug right now. I'm sending you all of my love, because as I always say, we're just trying our best out here. So just keep looking out for each other, and I will see you next week talking a bit about, you know, trying to stay sane during holiday season purchases. So that will be the next video, and then after that I don't think I'm gonna have a video because I haven't planned another video. I haven't recorded. I'm not going to have time to record and edit another video. So last week of November there will not be a video, but I'll be back in December with my updates and wrap up and everything. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you so much. Bye.